Good morning and welcome back to the Red Mic. I appreciate you being here. Happy Thursday. These Red Mic messages are leadership and life lessons I picked up from 25 years as a public servant, 16 years as a youth football coach and scouting volunteer, and 10 years as a mediocre athlete with far more heart than actual physical ability. Today's Red Mic message: don't be a boss, be a leader. What do I mean by that? Well, long before I started doing these daily live streams, I shared a lot of leadership stuff. I know, big shock, right? One of the ones I shared, it was 8 qualities of an unforgettable boss. Well, a boss is someone who can tell you what to do, in my opinion. A boss is someone who is in charge. A leader, yes, they lead from authority, but they also lead from respect. They lead from the granting of that authority, not just from the people above them, but from the rest of the playing field. So, a good leader, a great leader, they're going to have qualities that transcend the room, so to speak. I wish I knew who did this graphic I shared. It was one that I had shared, like I said, about a year ago, maybe longer. And I wanted to talk about it a little bit because, great leaders are unforgettable, not because they demand to be, but because they lead in ways that you always remember their impact. And that impact is going to stick around. You want that impact to be something that people remember fondly. I'm sure that you, like me, have former bosses, former leaders that, man, you would have, you'd pull a Steve Rogers, you'd fall on that grenade, right? But also, like me, I bet that you have more than a few that, let's just say, you would be less than charitable. Okay, here are some of those qualities. They believe the unbelievable. A great leader is going to see potential where other people see obstacles. They look at that underdog and they think, I see something in them. And they see it a long time before that person might see it themselves. It's like the story I told you about the kid who would keep trying and keep getting it wrong, and then finally they get it right. One of those kids who played for me, he's now a pretty significant leader in his own community, and those are the kind of people that you've got to make sure that be hard on them. Nothing great is going to grow if it's coddled. But temper that harshness with grace, with humility, with kindness. And I think you'll be surprised to see the growth that some people will accomplish. Great leaders also see opportunity in instability and uncertainty. Bad times are going to happen. In those times, bad bosses are going to panic. They're going to just start, throwing everything up against the wall and see what sticks. The good ones are going to get to work. They don't just react. They find a way forward. Guilty of this when they wear their emotions on their sleeves. I am not a great poker player at all because if I've got a good hand, if I've got a bad hand, you generally know it. And that's, knowing myself, that's one of those things that if I've got good news, I'm going to share it. If I've got bad news, I'm going to share it because I know that I'm not as bad as Sheldon Cooper on keeping a secret, but man, I am not, I don't have a poker face. So there's some who say in order to be a good leader, you got to be stoic. I don't agree with that. Let your team see your passion. Let them know that you care. Let them know that you not only care about them, but you care about the mission and you care about everybody's role in it. Protecting others. Give credit, take blame. Don't throw your people under the bus. Step up, take the hit. If somebody on your team messes up, unless they did it on purpose, step up. Fall on that, again, Steve Rogers, fall on that grenade for them. Let them know, okay, this is my bad. I should have trained you better. I should have taught you better. So when you talk to your superiors about it, say, yeah, this happened, and no, I wasn't directly involved, but I'll take the hit. I'll make sure that I get them trained up and teach them better moving along the way. Great leaders have also been there, done that, and they still do it. What do I mean? They don't just talk. They roll up their sleeves and they get to work. And they don't ask you to do anything they won't do themselves. Sort of the statement I use in the workplace is, yeah, most of the time I'm going to be steering. But if I need to, I'm going to get down and I'm going to row because we're all in the same boat. Try to have that same mindset. I mentioned this earlier. They lead by permission, not just authority. Anybody can have a title. And goodness knows there have been plenty of bad ones I've seen through my career. Not everybody with a title is going to earn respect. The great leaders can be leaders even if they don't have the title, even if they don't have the authority. I've seen that in my workplace here recently where a member of a team who, they're on the org chart, they're all at the same level, but this person has stepped up time and time again, and it's great to see. It really is. They just say, okay, well, this needs to get done, and this needs to get done, so why don't I do this, and you do this, and you do this, and everybody's like, all right, great. So earn your trust through action, through consistency, and through integrity. Great leaders embrace a larger purpose. Yes, you have to make a profit, but it's not just about the profit. It's not about the productivity. It's about the impact. It's about the meaning. It's about knowing that what you do matters beyond the bottom line and that you are building staying power, right? That's my problem with with Walmart nowadays. I firmly believe that if Sam Walton was still, I worked at a Walmart and a Sam's when I was in college, and I firmly believe that if Sam was still around, Walmart would be run a lot differently. Maybe it might not be as profitable as it is now, but when he was alive, the stores were clean, they were organized, they had people in them working to help you. Target is just so much better, in my opinion. I hope I don't get dinged on some algorithm and no, neither Target nor Walmart have paid me a nickel. It's just, I think that they have lost the larger purpose of what Sam Walton stood for. Just me. I could be wrong. And then last but not least, they will take actual risks. They won't play it safe. They won't play it safe while they're pretending to be bold. Great leaders take actual risks, the kind that can change a team, a business, a life. Sometimes, and don't do it all the time, but sometimes, as I said earlier in the week, it's easier to ask for forgiveness than it is permission. So be bold. I hope that you have bosses or leaders like this in your life right now. I hope that you've had them in the past. If you don't, step up. Be the leader that your team or your organization needs. Don't be bossy. There's a difference. Be a leader. Be that kind of boss, right? Step up. You can do it. I know you can. And that's today's Red Mike message. I hope you found it interesting or helpful. I hope you will give me a like, a follow, and a share, repost, whatever you want to call it, on whatever social media outlet you're watching this from. I would really appreciate it. That's the only way we're going to grow this channel. I need your help. Let your friends know, hey, there's this guy I've been listening to. I like him. I think you will too. Thanks so much. I got to get out the door. budget day from my agency, so we'll have to go pay attention to that. Anyway, I appreciate you. Thanks for being here. I'll see you again tomorrow. And don't forget, life is short. Drink the bourbon.